Hello everybody and welcome to my channel where I will be using technical analysis on the stock market to show you levels I think you need to be looking at to protect your finances to secure your future. Okay, I'm going to just give you a real quick midday analysis of what I am seeing so you can see the same things that I am seeing and know how to react with what is going on. I'm going to start off with the S&P 500, the SPX. And what I am seeing, this is kind of the second day in a row after this gap up, still drifting sideways. We were maintaining momentum to the upside, which gave it everything it needed. But as of right now, this last high was a divergent high. So we are losing momentum, still kind of gradually grinding upwards. One thing I want to mention, I won't get into, we'll get to it a little bit later, but the VIX is dropping and the dollar has been failing since last Thursday, I believe, at midnight, maybe Friday at midnight in the morning. One of those. But ever since it fell, um, kind of fell and broke a support level, and it's been falling since. I'll show you that later. But the VIX, fear leaving the market, and the dollar falling is going to give a bullish sentiment to the market so it can still grind higher and higher, even if we are losing momentum. If we do a close, a close above 39.15 today would put on a daily, if we zoom in, would put us above our last basically point on the RSI, confirming we're not losing momentum on an up day. 38.15 was the previous close. So watch for that one as an important close today as we get closer. Levels to watch if we don't happen to break that would be your 10 at 39.09, your 20 moving average at 38.98, and this is really a support line that I drew out, kind of like our bigger picture, the one that we tagged 3 times. It's where we fell on our face and recovered and broke. We kind of got another one of those going on right here. This is why I drew it out. So watch that one, the top of this gap. If we break this one, I'd say we tag our trend line that we have slowly been going up. And then we kind of broke out. So watch for that. Switch over to the triple Qs real quick. Same thing as the S&P. We don't necessarily have a complete divergence. This one candle, we're losing momentum, but we are going down. Still holding the 10. So watch the 10 on the hourly. And then the breakdown from there. If we switch to the Russell 2000 IWM, this is the trend line that we have, and we have actually popped the top of our trend line, the top that I have going all the way back. Any long-term trend lines really don't even... There you go. Any long-term trend lines really don't match up. But we have this basically top shelf trend line, and if we zoomed in, we broke above that. Sideways momentum and forward action, which is a high probability area to divert momentum. Maybe we come back down, tag this. If we break it, watch that one to hold support. We've broke it before. Came back down, even tagged down here. So watch that one real quick. We will look at gold. As I mentioned, it was like, again, about this time, whatever, Thursday at midnight or noon, one of these, gold hit a peak, or gold hit a bottom, the dollar hit its peak, dollar's been falling, the gold's been riding up. I'll show you the dollar real quick, but if the dollar falls and hits 89.5, I believe it was, I feel like it'd be the same time that gold's going to be right here around 1860. And I see that being a short-term top, if you will, to get rejected back down. Long term, we're still holding that wedge. If you guys remember, this is the channel down. We haven't necessarily negated the wedge pattern, but I don't think we're in a wedge pattern. I think we coil here and then break from there. I don't see us passing this green line. Silver, we're actually breaking out of the wedge in silver, which theoretically gold and silver kind of follow each other. So they both have wedge patterns. Silver looks like it's breaking out. Gold should too, right? Dollar's losing value. Gold and silver should go up. I just want you, not really in silver. I don't really track it all that well. So I just want you to watch the dollar if you are in commodities like this one. Bitcoin real quick, just real quick. I can't. The trend lines on these things are crazy, but I do have one right here, which would have been a tag at 38,000. Why we broke our trend down and a target point to reach. That would have been a sell. Lots of volume. If that candle is all the way up there, you can see why. Everybody sold. You pick up back out at the low, and you go all the way back up. That candle was probably buyers, all of you FOMO's reaching in, but here we are at all-time highs, and to me, it looks like we're just going to grind this one up. This is the former trend. We could even go and tag that one all the way up. I don't have it drawn out. That's up at 70,000. You know, nothing too spectacular. Okay, let's look at the VIX real quick. This is one thing I want to point out to you. This 1 hour, we got completely smashed down, but then recovered. But here we are still grinding lower. When the VIX grinds lower, it gets closer and closer to these support / resistance levels. It reduces the fear in the market, and the sentiment is going to be more bullish. You have less fear of losing your money. People are going to put more money into it. So keep your eye out on that one. UVXY, same thing. I think it's just a proxy of the VIX. We'll look at bonds just real quick. The bonds have been catching a bid ever since that daily divergence after it wrote it down as far as it wanted to, and then people started to step in. We do have a little bit of volume, but it's nothing unusual. Now we're just riding this trend up. This is just the hourly. We're starting to come back down. Maybe we tag the 20, come up to the 50. If I draw a line here, we can kind of see if we'll tag that and continue up from there. Same thing with the 10-year yields. Yields go down, bonds go up, yada yada. You guys should be watching the dollar. This is what I want you to point out. The white lines are the major support, 92 and 89 on the dot. Okay. But here we are. This line was the line I wanted to point out to you guys on the way up. If we broke it, the market's just going to continue up. It did. They both did. But here we are. We found a top, and now we're coming down. We broke this. We tagged it. We came back down. We broke it. Same thing with this trend line, which was more of a major trend line in my opinion. We broke it, and now we have a secondary shelf. That's just another line to look forward to. We break that. That gives all more sentiment for things like gold, silver, the overall market, Bitcoin, you name it, to continue further up. Until we reach about this 89 level, these major supports. These are major supports going back on, if I pulled up a monthly graph, I have before. And the last time we were around this level, it bounced around for about 3 months, if not 4, I believe. So we could come up here, and then down there, and then back up here, and then back down here for about 3 or 4 months, and it not second guess anybody. So, and on top of that, just because the dollar isn't making a major move, that could carry the sentiment of things like Bitcoin and the market to a melt up or blow off the top, if you will, because when it eventually does break one of these major supports, whether it be up or down, I suspect up, because there's 87 is probably the lowest it's been past here. Nope, 71. Still, you get what I'm saying? If it breaks one of these, whichever, it's going to give more sentiment. Breaks this one up here, everyone's going to panic in the stock market. It breaks this one down here, everyone is going to throw their money into where they can invest it. So keep that one in mind. Just real quick on a put to call ratio. We opened the day all the way down here at so many calls put in, you almost hit your record lows. So very bullish people were this morning, and we came up kind of halfway. People still putting more and more calls in. So we end the day down here. That'll give the reverse effect that I generally hear to take from the put to call ratio. Even more potential to reverse in the morning. Everybody's bullish. Everybody has calls in. Market's going to go down to collect all that money. Okay? That's really all I want to show you right now for a quick midday market brief. You guys, good luck. Have a good day. Hope you watched the video I made last night of the stocks. I wasn't 100% with it because I forgot what I had to say about half of the stocks. But in general, if you would have seen the support levels and acted upon them, today would have been a very good day just for a lot of the stocks. I can't remember all of them, but again, you guys keep up doing what you're doing. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know how I'm doing. Good luck and have a good day.